move. Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating around here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I whipped the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah, when I hit that. Okay, yeah, yeah, when I hit that. Born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew, ooh. Only winning is exception on my cool, yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah, when I hit that. Okay, yeah, yeah, when I hit that. Sorry, like you know. Okay, yeah, yeah, when I hit that.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the New England Patriots. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And not the start he was hoping for there as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, second down.
Play brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the stick, 2nd and 15.
Mike 56, Mike 56. You remember me? You remember? Topper! Check 3.
Cook following the penalty. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might...
And nothing but daylight ahead. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Dalvin Cook, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Pats have taken the early lead.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
On 1st and 10, McKenzie. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
13 yards. And the Jets first down.
On 1st down, McKenzie. He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. These guys hooking up right away here, Charles. 2 plays, both passes in his direction, and both catches.
And in our time together, have we not seen the tight end position continue to develop in the passing game? You know, at some point, we may not call them tight ends anymore. We may have to come up with an entirely different way of designating that position and what they do on the field. Because when I hear tight end, I think of the old school, hand in the dirt, blocking on the line of scrimmage. These guys are much more receiver than they are guys who are going to move in the running game.
A first down there on a pickup of 25.
New York.
Throwing on 1st down. McKenzie. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Touchdown.
Kenyon Drake, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Jake Elliott on for the point after.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play you would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
It's 2nd and 8.
Hey, Sue.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 12 yards there and a first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
On 2nd down, it's Cook, and he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Hey, box drop.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And going deep for Hill. That's going to be caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
Patriots 14, Jets 7. Set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jets take over 1st and 10.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, McKenzie. Looking deep for Julio. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Flush to his right. It's caught. Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch so far for Julio. He's got a first down. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
Patriots 14, Jets 7.
1st and 10. McKenzie. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Complete to D.D.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 27 yards there, a 1st down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. The sack there by Brandon Graham coming in and bringing him down to the ground. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Operating from the gun, McKenzie. And his throw is incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Try and pound it in with Drake. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Kenyon Drake with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Elliott now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Jake Elliott set to...
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. On 1st and 10.
X3, 218, chopper.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
The ball carrier. The tackle made by Rock Yassin. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down now. It's Cook. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
On the carry. He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
A 10th carry of the game for Cook. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They needed a yard. They got it. 1st down. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 13 at a New England first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Back to the ground. Cook. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
The ball carrier. He's taken down at the 17-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Patriots have moved out in front.
His kick.
And he puts it through.
Makes the score Patriots 21, Jets 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. McKenzie. He'll fire one deep for Westbrook. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. On 1st down, McKenzie. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Brings up.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, McKenzie. And he finds Gronk. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. From the gun, McKenzie. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. Off the bootleg, McKenzie. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Drake. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
brings up 2nd and 1.
Off the bootleg, McKenzie. The open man is Westbrook. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Yard pickup. First down, New York.
Let's go.
Throwing on first down, McKenzie. Throw left side complete. It's Drake. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Off play action. McKenzie. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski. Complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And not able to get it that time. He'd hit on 6 straight passes. Not there. Second down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
On second down, it's Drake. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Drake, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. Kenyon Drake as the first half is winding down. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
So a 3rd and 9, and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
Out of the gun is Minshew. He is going to find Hill here. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Patriots.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Cook. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. On first down, Drake. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the 36-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. McKenzie throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jones. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on first and 10. Running for the shotgun with Drake. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Operating from the gun, McKenzie. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. First and 10. McKenzie. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets are going to take the lead.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to put a catch up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Minshew, first and 10. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Tyreek Hill. His third touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28.
28 all.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
Second and 6.
To throw on second down, McKenzie. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
24-yard gain.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's first and 10, right at the 40. Running, it's Drake. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Kevin Byard up to make the tackle.
He's brought down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 21. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
And the Jets first down.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on first and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
New York.
From 21 yards away. And the Jets are going to take the lead.
Point after.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
The wide receiver.
Grant Haley in on the stop.
Grant Haley on the stop. 2 yards on the pickup.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill.
On the carry, it's Cook. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Off play action, it's Minshew. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
Hey, orbit.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. That one complete to Hill. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
152 fighter.
That's out to the left and complete. And all the way down to the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Kill, kill, kill. 6-6, bullet high. Bang, 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 bang.
Now Minshew. That is caught by Williams. Touchdown, New England. Max Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and
under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. From the gun, McKenzie. It's complete. He's got Gronk. Gronkowski's going to go. Past the 20.
Greatest show on earth, baby.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Rob Gronkowski, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are going to take the lead. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Jets 42, Patriots 35.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. It's a big play there for the Patriots. So that about the shortest pass a quarterback can make, but it winds up going for a bundle.
Yeah, let's face it, in the stats, it sure looks like a heck of a throw, doesn't it? It's almost like in baseball when you get that little Texas leaguer that turns into a double. You would think that you hit it off the wall. Big-time play for him on a short little pass.
They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
The Jets' 21-yard line.
61, matchbox right.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Minshew got a man over the middle. It's Williams. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
First and 10.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Minshew quickly completing it out wide. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Off the play fake. McKenzie firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Operating from the gun, McKenzie. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Westbrook.
Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Down Jets.
They'll run on first down. Drake. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
28-yard line. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Jets.
Now on first down, Drake again. A tackle by Cole Holcomb.
He was brought down by Cole.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27.
2nd and 9 at the 27-yard line.
They'll run with Drake. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
A 39-yard attempt.
And they're not going to get the kick off in time. And that'll set them back 5. Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game. Now Drake. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. The kick by Elliott is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there. They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play into overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying...
a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.
Tonight's final score.
Well, we were on